Doncaster Mile. It just keeps coming, this meeting. Huge fields. Again, I'll try and skip through it as much as I can without doing it no justice. Humidor, 21 days between runs, blinkers on, extremely solid win last start, and you know he's a high quality horse drawn ideally to settle midfieldish and be coming with a strong run. He's right in this race. Happy Clapper draws ideally to be sitting just behind the speed. It's amazing that, not saying there's a lack of tempo in the Doncaster, but there doesn't look a huge competition for the front. You know, the pressure nice and early building, but it's certainly far from a high-speed Doncaster on paper. Happy Clapper should settle just in behind sort of the first 4 or 5 somewhere, and just need a little bit of luck to get out at the right time, but he looks extremely well set up. Endless Drama I can't have at this level. I think Prized Icon's huge odds, sort of 40 to 1 with the blinkers back on, back in trip. He's a high-quality horse that's been racing against the high-quality runners, you know, this preparation. Coming back from Group 1 grade against Galo Chop and Single Gaze last start. He can run well here. I think he's an each-way hope and a live winning chance at 40s. Crack me up, so honest. He's going to get back and give some good horses a start here. I don't think he's quite got the quality to run over them. Invincible Gem can improve and run into the placing sort of things, but I think it probably faces a tough task here. Tom Melbourne's a nightmare of a horse, so consistent, but so consistent in not winning. Kementari, it just worries me a little bit at the mile at this level. I thought he was not given a great ride last week, but did flatten out a little bit late there. Obviously drops 4.5 kilos for that, but just against seasoned opposition here, I doubt that he can be as dominant at the mile as he is against 3-year-olds, or was against 3-year-olds 2 runs back in the Randwick Guineas. He draws the gate that he needed to. I'm not surprised if he wins, but I can't see why he's favourite, and I can't mark him anywhere near that price, so I have to be against him a little bit by default. I think coming through can race more forward today, and is a very honest type that will battle on. He's a horse that won't surprise me if he wins, but I don't think he'll win by a big margin if he does. Lanciato, I've been pretty publicly opinionated about how good this horse is going. He's strung together, 3 in a row, since a narrow defeat first up, which was also a great effort. He's put in 5 of his last 6 he's won. There's just no knock on this horse. The rider, Rachel King's got an affinity with the horse. It's a very one-dimensional horse that's going to get back and run on. But if there's a bit of pressure and she sneaks a bit of luck, she can be very strong late. I thought Egg Tart's trial was great, and the blinkers go on here since its last run, and I can't understand why it's 40s. I think that's value. Albeit Sam will be up on speed and battle on. It's a tough task for him. It's his acid test, but good luck to him. I hope he runs well for connections. And Mr. Seawolf, no. Cool Chap, no. D'Argento's an interesting horse, backed just as if unbeatable in the Rosehill Guineas. Got the job done, even though maybe a little bit flattered with a great ride. I'm not sure back to a mile looks ideal. He just looked to be sort of building through his gears there the other day and looking like he would be extended in trip, but it's hard to knock Chris Waller and his team for their decision making and the way they prepare their horses for these grand finals. I'm often very aware of horses going from 2000 back to the mile. It's usually a good setup, especially at Randwick in a high pressure mile. So again, he's similar to Kementari for me. I'm not too sure about that 3-year-old grade stepping up against some pretty quality horses here. And I'm not surprised if it wins, but I'm betting around it. I really do think Humidor is the horse to beat, along with Happy Clapper. They're really high quality weight for age runners that are drawn well here and look fair enough weighted. I think the big price value runner that's probably double its price is Lanciato. Coming through, he's short enough for me, but I can see it winning. And I think Egg Tart's the other knockout runner at say 40s that just looks extremely well placed to improve significantly off a nice trial. But you expect a horse that's fit to trial well, but that's sort of kind of my opinion. And Prized Icon, the other one, I'm certainly throwing in at 33 to 1 in all exotics. So another recap: Happy Clapper and Humidor, Lanciato, the 3 on toppers. I'm leaving the 3-year-olds out, and I'm scared of that, but I'm throwing in sort of Egg Tart and coming through for the next position with Prized Icon. So that's 6, and that's probably enough. If you want to throw the 3-year-olds in the trifectas as well for the minor placings, I can't knock that. But it's a good Doncaster Mile, a great race, great betting, and I think there is a little bit of value to be had with those 3-year-olds taking up a little bit too much of the market than they probably should.